Chuma and Ijeoma took a glance at each other. They were surprised at the old man's words. He was actually telling them the truth. So he continued, "By this time next year, you shall nurse your own baby, a child of destiny. He is the solution to your community problems. You shall call him Amadike, meaning strong clan." He then left them and went to sleep. Hello guys, welcome to Moonlight Tales by Uju. Please subscribe to UJ Moonlight Tales channel, like and share for more interesting tales. Thank you. The title of my tale is Dike, the King of Forests. In the heart of Ndiama village, nestled at the edge of a vast and thick forest, lived Chuma and Ijeoma. They were great farmers. This couple were known for their kindness, but burdened with the sorrow of childlessness. They had prayed and hoped for years, but the blessing of a child never came. Despite this, they held on to each other, finding strength in their bond. Over the years, Ndioma community has been under a serious torment. Wild dogs, ferocious beasts, lions, and hyenas attack the farmers on their farms. They injure them and most painfully destroy their crops. Their livestock were not spared in the hands of these wild creatures. No one in the village dares to fight these harmful animals. Even the bravest warriors do not venture. Most times, there is little or nothing to harvest after each attack. A day came, Chuma and Ijeoma were coming back from the farm exhausted. They were not happy at all. There were not many crops to harvest for consumption or even for sale because they were all destroyed by the wild creatures. As they approached their junction, they met a stranger, an old man who was walking and slumped in their presence. They quickly took him home, and for days they nursed him back to health, offering him food, water, herbs, and shelter. One night, during their dinner, after the old man had regained strength, he thanked them for saving his life. He introduced himself to them. "I am Great Odife, the great seer from a distant community. I was on a journey for a spiritual assignment and had to pass through this community because I was instructed to do so by the gods. I really got tired when I saw you people. Once again, thank you for saving my life. Chukwu Okike has heard your cries. You have shown kindness to an old stranger without asking questions. You fed me, clothed me, and even gave me a roof over my head. I really appreciate this warm hospitality and kind gesture. This is purely acts of love, not self-interest." Chuma then replied him, "Old man, old one, you were in need and we've got to help you. Thank God you have regained your strength now." Then the old man told them that he will be leaving them early tomorrow morning to continue on his journey. He also told them something very important about their lives. "You have longed for a child for many years. Your kindness has been taken note of by Chukwu Okike. Your community is passing through hard times. Wild animals attack you on your farms, eat up and destroy your crops, as well as kill your livestock." Chuma and Ijeoma took a glance at each other. They were surprised at the old man's words. He was actually telling them the truth. He continued, "By this time next year, you shall nurse your own baby, a child of destiny. He is the solution to your community problems. You shall call him Amadike, meaning strong clan." He then left them and went to sleep. Very early in the morning, before stepping out, the great seer, Odife, after he had had his bath, said to Ijeoma, "My daughter, after the birth of the child, please make sure You do not shave his hair. No razor should touch his hair. His gift will manifest at a very tender age. Make sure you adhere to the instruction. Odife then bid them goodbye and continued on his spiritual journey. They were very happy but kept the message to themselves. Months later, Ijeoma conceived and bore a son, as was foretold by great Odife. There was great jubilation in Ijeoma community over the birth of the child. He was named Amadike as Odife the seer instructed, Dike for short. On the eve of his birth, very late in the night, a very huge, fearful-looking lion was seen in front of Chuma's compound. Each roaring woke up Chuma from sleep. The lion did not come to attack or harm anyone. Rather, he stood there like a security guard on alert. Before daybreak, it was never seen again. That sounds so strange, as Chuma discussed it with Ijeoma. Dike was an extraordinary child. At the age of 5, anytime there will be an attack in the farm, Dike foresees it. He will pretend to be sick. Then his parents will take care of him and abandon farm work for that day. Chuma and Ijeoma noticed something again. The fearful-looking lion was always seen roaming outside their compound in the middle of the night, only to disappear in the morning before daybreak. They became worried but not bothered as long as the lion is not harming them. Chuma always asks if the wild animals wants to extend their attack in the village. So one day, Ijeoma and Chuma took their son Dike to the farm. As the farming was going on, the wild animals stormed again. Chuma and Ijeoma ran for their dear lives, leaving Dike behind. Dike, who was sleeping in a hidden space close to the farm, woke up and immediately he did not see his parents. He looked around and saw the wild animals coming towards him, and he said to himself, "It is time for me to fulfill my destiny. I have to save my people from this wickedness and these dangerous animals." He immediately stood up and roared like a lion. Then the wild animals all ran away. After a while, his parents came back looking for him. His mother was crying but rushed to hug him the moment they saw him. "Mama, I'm fine," Dike said as he smiled. "How come?" she asked. Dike did not say anything, so they quickly packed their tools and left immediately. That same evening, as they were about to retire to bed after their dinner, Odife the great seer visited Chuma's household. "I have come to see the great one, the chosen one by Chukwu Okike Abiama before his birth," Odife's voice echoed. Chuma and Ijeoma welcomed him. He had a warm bath and was served dinner immediately. After eating, Odife called Chuma and Ijeoma. "Come and sit, my people. I have good news for you." So they all sat down and paid undivided attention to the seer. Odife told them that time has come for Dike to fulfill his destiny. He prayed for Dike and told his parents to allow him perform his assignment. He then told Chuma and Ijeoma never to be afraid, that God is with their son. He also told them that Dike's power and legacy will be passed to his generations after him, and no one can stop it. Chuma narrated what happened in the daytime to great Odife. Odife then smiled. "Manifest, my son," as he tapped Dike and also hailed him. He also explained to him that the particular lion seen in the middle of the night in front of their compound is their chi, who is protecting them. He also told them to be very, very careful, that all is well. They all went to bed happy after Odife's message. Odife rose early in the morning, had his bath and left. Choma's household went about their normal duties that particular day. 2 weeks later, Dike and his parents went to the farm and they noticed that some of their crops have been destroyed. And just as they were observing what happened, the wild animals came back to attack them. Everyone ran away except Dike, whose power manifested immediately, and he overpowered and killed all the animals. Everyone in the village was happy and surprised about what happened. The news went round the village. From that day forward, Dike spent time in the forest and pursued all the wild animals that tormented the villagers. Peace, joy, tranquility and happiness was brought back into the Indioma community. As Dike grew older in age, he passed the power and legacy to his generations. My dear viewers and friends, this is the end of my story. Patience is the silent sculptor of time, and in waiting, we find the strength that hurries cannot give. Kindly like, share, subscribe to my channel for more interesting tales. Also drop your opinions on the comment section. Thanks for watching. See you again on my next tale. Bye for now.